Hey guys! Oh wow, that was really like YouTubey. Hey guys, it's Nadine from 20something-somethings.com. That is the name of my blog, yes. And welcome to my first official YouTube video. Now, I know I've got videos on my YouTube already, but those were just when like products required me to post a YouTube video, so I just put it on here. But now I'm officially starting this YouTube channel and I'm focusing more on makeup for absolute beginners, like people who have no idea what to do. So let me just start off by saying that I am not a makeup artist, so do not take everything I say like as law. This is just tricks and things that work for me and that might work for you. The reason I started this channel is because like a lot of my friends have been on my case about starting a YouTube channel or doing makeup tutorials because yeah, I guess they like the way I do makeup. So yeah, okay, awesome. This video is dedicated to the things we cannot do our makeup without: brushes. Yeah, so I'm gonna be using a few of the brushes that I have here and I'm gonna do a face of makeup. These brushes, some of them are super clean and some of them have not been washed in a few days, in a few weeks. So just bear with me. So the Switch Beauty set of 10 brushes. Oh my goodness. I'm back. Yeah, I'm gonna be working with these mostly and then a few of my other brushes which I like use daily, like on my everyday makeup routine. So oh my god, I'm dropping everything. Okay. So today I'm going to do a look that's just super simple because it's all about showing you guys the brushes. So yeah, so I'm going to just go in and prime. I'm using the Sorbet Makeup Prep and Poreless. Go in with my Makeup Revolution Concealer and Define Concealer. And I'm just gonna pop that on the lid just like that. Okay, you just need a little bit. You don't want to put on too much because you don't want it to like make lines or anything on your lid. Then I'm just using a little sponge. You see my sponge is really dirty because this is something I use like every single day, so it does get cleaned. It's just like I clean it on days when I know I'm not going to be doing my makeup and then I have it clean, but today was not that day. So basically, your sponge you're always going to use around your eye area. So you're just going to go in and you're never going to like drag the sponge across your eye. You're doing more of a dabbing motion. Dab, dab, dab. You see? There we go. So you can see my eyes are looking a lot better. It's a nice neutral color to start on. So I'm using my Face palette. You can see it's old. It's been used. This palette goes everywhere with me. And let's go in with the eyeshadow brushes. This is an eyeshadow brush that I'd use as an eyeshadow brush. This is more of like an eyeliner brush. And then this is something I would use as a brow brush to conceal my brows. Yeah, so these are all examples of great eyeshadow. These are all great examples of great eyeshadow brushes. You can see these are either Sorbet. See, that's a Sorbet brush. These are Switch Beauty. And then these white ones are Rima, which is Roshana Isaacs' brushes. I don't know if she still sells them. She used to. That was my first brush set ever. So I'm gonna go in with this big fluffy brush, okay? And this brush I always use to add like a transition color or a base color underneath my eye makeup. So I'm gonna go in with a very light color. This is just gonna form as a nice base underneath my eyeshadow. Okay, so we just rub it up, dub, 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 and we just apply that to the whole eye. Okay, the reason I use a fluffy brush is it just gives you really good coverage. It applies the makeup really well. So you don't have to like repeatedly add makeup and... So I'm gonna go in with this red shade in my Slace for Days palette. This is the old Slace for Days palette, so it doesn't have the names. And you see I'm using like an angled fluffy brush, okay? This is one of my favorite brushes to use when I'm doing eye makeup, especially on the outside, because it gives you that nice little tip at the end of the eye, like a nice little wing bob. hello. You see, this is why I love Switch Beauty, guys, because that shit is potent. It's literally like, hey girl, I'm here. Pigments. So you see how I take it? I start at the end of the eye, and then you work the product in so that you've got a nice little faded moment going on. You always just want to have blended moments. Say it with me, blended moments. Gosh, I'm not crazy, guys, I promise. Originally, I went in with this big fluffy brush for the whole eye. I'm going to go in now with a smaller brush. It's still a fluffy one. And I'm just going to add a little bit of a darker color, that little beige color. I don't know what that is, but just to make this white less potent. So I'm just going to tap, 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 and just add that in there. On the side, you see that already makes it a lot like more neutral, and it's not as harsh. Now I'm going in with this sorbet brush. It's called the Eye to Eye eyeshadow brush. It's actually one of my favorite brushes just because look how dense and like concentrated that is. This I use a lot for doing like corner of the eye stuff, and if I want to blend like glitter on the inside of the eye, this is great to use. So I'm going to go in with this light shimmer color over here from this Lace for Days palette, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the brush. You always want to tap, guys, you don't want too much product. And I'm just putting that in at the corner of my eye just to give that a nice little transition. I'm just going to finish up my eyes and then we'll get onto the face. I'm trying to film here. Dude. Anyways, so I'm going in with my Essence Liquid Ink. Yay, that kind of worked out. Okay, and then just some mascara. Going in with the Rimmel Scandalized Wow Wings. So for foundation, a lot of people like to use sponges, and a lot of people also use like a brush that looks like this, which is a foundation brush, a traditional foundation brush. For me, forget about this bitch, okay? Forget about that one. Okay, I would rather go in with a flat buffer brush. Boom, boom, boom. Just because it helps spread the product a lot nicer and gives you a much more natural finish than the traditional foundation brush, because that just plucks the makeup on. It's like you're painting the makeup on. And the sponge, you can use a sponge if you've got freckles, or if you are trying to go for like a light, like medium coverage look. If you want a nice full coverage look that doesn't look too hectic, this is your goal, your flat buffer brush. What does Switch Beauty call it? They call it the flat top brush. This brush is your best friend when it comes to applying any liquid foundation. Use dabbing, tapping motions in conjunction with sweeping motions. So that's what their little instruction manual says for this brush. So I'm not going to go in with the Switch Beauty one. I'm going to go in with the one that I've been using, which is my Rima flat top one. You can see this brush has been through the most. Yeah, I use this brush like every day. So I'm just gonna go in with my foundation. Where is my scalpel? My spatula, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not a doctor, why would I need a scalpel? It's gone. This is a color wheel from Drewlin. We're ready. You just dab, dab, dab. Okay, hair, get out of my face. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply that on. So this brush doesn't work great with this type of foundation. This is more of a creamy foundation and not really liquid, but I find that it gets the job done. You see, so I'm going in with outward circles, going away from the center of my face. So that's my flat topped face brush. Go. If you don't have one of these in your kit, add it in now. Okay, you can see that. You see, this is why I love Crayola. Look how nice that finish is. I look smooth, bitch. Smooth. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the concealer. So for concealer, I always go in with my concealer brush and also with my sponge. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna go in again with my Crayolan color wheel, and I'm gonna be adding in that lighter color as my concealer. So I just take the concealer brush and I apply it in, and we're just gonna go in with a little triangle. Concealer brushes are great because you can be very specific with them about where you're going. And I try and get like really under the eyelid. Yeah, here we go. Cool. And then we're also gonna go on top, doing our little triangle. So that's basically all the highlighting I really do when it comes to things like this. And then we're just gonna dab it in. Gonna add a little bit of contour. I have a few specific brushes that I like to use for contouring. So an angled brush like this is a great brush for contouring. I find that it works great with powder contour and cream contour, but you'll obviously figure out what your fave is. This one from the Remo makeup set is a round tipped contour brush. So it's angled, round tipped, and this works. So this is the one I'm going to use now. And then to apply the bronzer, which I'm going to do afterwards, I'm going to use my Switch Beauty contour brush. And this just like gets right in under that cheekbone, girl, right in. But we're not getting there yet. Yeah, so I'm just going to go in. I'm not going to do a hectic bronze. So I'm just going to go in with that color over there on my color wheel. You see, this color wheel from Crayolan is amazing because you can literally do anything. But this oval brush is really great for applying contour where you need it. So I'll let you just put that in underneath my cheek. Okay, it's quite light, but it's fine because I'm not doing a hectic look today. So we're just going in there. Okay, and then a little bit around the sides. You see, this is a great brush for applying it because you can be very specific about where you want this contour. So down the sides, and then just down the nose job, bitch. In with my round angled fab, and or just brushing upwards. Get right in there. You want to do circular outwards motions. Hey! Oh girl, hey, what's up? Okay, on the side. So you're never brushing inwards. Don't brush inwards. You're gonna look like something else. You're gonna look like a monkey. Don't do that. Go outwards. Out and circle. Out and circle. Here we go. Run, sister. Okay, that is nice, guys. And then just for the nose, I'm gonna dab in that. And because the brush is just not gonna work for me there. And then we're back with this brush. And we're just gonna brush this into the hairline. Into that hairline. Goodbye. Okay? You're never brushing this down. If you brush it down, you're doing something else. We're just brushing it into the hairline. So there it goes. Wow! So I'm using my MAC bronzing powder. This bronzing powder, look, you won't even see what it is because I've had this since I was like 16. Okay? Look, it's almost finished. It's been a long journey. So I'm going in with my Switch Beauty contour brush. Swirl, swirl, swirl. And we just put that in right on top of that bronzer. Just to give that contour a bit of a pop. Okay? And hey girl. And get rid of my double chin. Okay. Reasons why the Switch Beauty brush is my favorite contour brush. Just because it does everything you need it to do. It literally, cheeks, bam, nose, bam, and head, bam, and double chin, bam. Because, yeah, why would you want to use 10 different brushes when you've got one that can do it all? You know what? So this is always in my kit. It's always with me. No matter where I'm going, this brush comes with. Shit, I should have powdered. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of powder under my eyes now. So for powder, you've got two options for brushes. So you'll either have a huge brush like this, a big fluffy one. This is lovely for powder, great. And then also the Switch Beauty Kabuki brush. This is like a multi-purpose brush. Some people use it for blushes, some people use it for powder. I use it for powder mostly, just because it gets in under my eyes really nicely, and that's where I want a powder, you know what I mean, from Switch Beauty. And I'm just gonna go in under my eyes. And with powder, you just want to dab it in, okay? You don't want to smear it on, because you also don't want to make the makeup look like it's lighter than it is. This is just to set the makeup and avoid lines. A typical blusher brush would look like this. This is from the Switch Beauty one. Very nice little round face brush. Okay, but this is the one I'm going to use from Rima as well. I'm just going to go in and pat. So you just want to dab the blusher in on your cheekbones, and you're going to smile like a psycho while you're doing it, so that it looks like it's great. Hi there. Brows, I'm literally just going to do quickly. Can work from something like that or something like this. This is a very small one. You've got these ones, which are the flat ones, which are quite nice, and then the angled one, and then obviously the brushes to blend. This is my Switch Beauty brow game in a box, and we're just gonna blend it up. I swear to God, if this car comes past one more time, I'm gonna lose my shit. Okay. And then just to solidify the brow, I'm just going back in with my concealer shade and my concealer brush, and we're literally just brushing that in underneath the brow, just to give the brow some extra definition. And now we're coming to the end of our makeup routine, and it's time for the highlighter, the highlight of the evening. A lot of people use fan brushes for highlighter. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of fan brushes. Girl, my ride or die brush is this random fucking brush that I got in a Cosmopolitan magazine. Look at the shape. And Cosmo said this was like an eyeshadow brush, but it works so great for highlighter. Like, I'm not even gonna like joke. So we're going in with our Fenty Beauty, and I just tap, and we literally just dab that on. We do a little dab, and then little circles just to blend it in. And this literally just gives you the most natural glow ever. I don't know if you can see it because of my lighting, but like, it really does give you a natural glow. And what's nice is that you can actually control where you're putting it. Oop, that came out a bit potent on that side. Okay. Rihanna. Okay, no. It is what it is, girl. My Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid lip color. This is called Plum the Show. I'm just gonna apply that. Okay guys, so that is my tutorial on brushes. I think I covered all of the basics, a good overall vibe about brushes, so you'll get your new set of brushes and you'll know exactly what everything is for. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, I guess. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see, what makeup tips you need, what tutorials you'd like to see, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter and yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks guys, and bye.